The Galactic Council chambers fell silent as Ambassador Tom stood, his shoulders squared and his expression unnervingly calm. For 20 years, humans had played the role of the humble newcomers, grateful to be allowed into the interstellar community, eager to learn, and careful never to offend their more advanced alien counterparts. Today, that charade would end. Distinguished representatives, Tom began, his voice carrying throughout the vast chamber. For 2 decades, humanity has accepted your restrictions, your patronizing guidance, and your thinly veiled contempt. We've been relegated to observer status, denied voting rights, and restricted from expanding beyond our immediate stellar neighborhood. The Vexen representative, Ambassador Mroll, raised a limb in objection. This is highly irregular, Ambassador. Humans are still in their probationary period, as all new species. A probationary period that has never lasted longer than 5 years for any other species, Tom interrupted, until us. The chamber erupted in low murmurs. No representative had ever interrupted a Vexen, especially not Mroll, whose species had founded the Council 3 millennia ago. We understand your concerns, purred Ambassador Lyral of the Phasian Confederation, her feathered crest flaring with diplomatic caution. But humans come from what our scientists classify as a Class 12 death world. The gravity alone on Earth would crush most council members. Your atmospheric composition is toxic to 60% of our species. Your evolutionary path through constant predation has made your kind unpredictable. Tom nodded, a slight smile playing at his lips. That's precisely why I'm here today. We're tired of pretending that these traits are weaknesses rather than strengths. The chamber stilled again, an anxious hush falling over the assembled representatives. Yesterday, Tom continued, a Krell battle fleet entered the Ta Seti system, one of our colonies. According to your own laws, this constituted an act of war against a council protectorate, requiring immediate intervention. The Krell representative, a massive arthropoid named Grax, clicked his mandibles dismissively. A routine training exercise. We sent notification. 12 minutes before your ships arrived, Tom said. When we requested support from our council protectors, we were told the nearest patrol was 7 days away. Admiral Jen, who had been standing silently behind Tom, stepped forward and activated a holographic display in the center of the chamber. It showed a star map of the Ta Seti system with 12 large red indicators representing Krell vessels. This was the Krell formation upon entry, she said calmly, her weathered face betraying no emotion. And this, she tapped a control, was 90 minutes later. The display changed. All 12 red indicators were now flashing with warning symbols. Grax leaped to his feet, mandibles clacking furiously. Impossible. That was our 7th battle squadron. 20,000 crew members. All vessels disabled, Admiral Jen confirmed. No Krell casualties. The council exploded into chaos. Representatives shouted questions, accusations, and demands for explanation. The Vexen security forces moved to surround the human delegation. Grand Arbiter of Sorrel, the ancient Peldari who rarely spoke at such gatherings, raised his crystalline appendage. The chamber immediately fell silent. Explain, he commanded. Tom nodded to Admiral Jen, who expanded the holographic display. 3 human vessels intercepted the Krell squadron, she explained. While we've been restricted from building capital ships, we've focused on smaller, faster craft crewed by special operators. Our ships deployed targeted electromagnetic pulses that disabled the Krell systems without harming their crews. 3 ships? Grax sputtered. Against 12 heavy cruisers? Yes, Tom said simply. You see, while we've been playing the role of the grateful primitive species, we've been studying you all, your technologies, your tactics, your physiology, and most importantly, your weaknesses. The Admiral changed the display again, showing schematics of various Council species vessel designs, highlighting critical vulnerabilities in each. We come from a world that tried to kill us every day of our evolution, Tom continued, where gravity is a constant enemy, where poisonous creatures evolved alongside us, where the very atmosphere can spawn storms that level cities. We don't fear danger, we were forged in it. Ambassador Lyral's feathers were now fully flattened against her body in a display of alarm. What are you demanding, human? Not demanding, announcing, Tom corrected. Humanity is no longer accepting second-class status. We want full voting rights, unrestricted travel privileges, and the removal of all technology transfer barriers. Or, Grand Arbiter Sorrel inquired, his voice like grinding stone. Or nothing, Tom said. We're not threatening anyone, but we're done pretending to be less than we are to make you comfortable. The Krell tested us, and now everyone knows what one small corner of human capability looks like. He paused, looking around the chamber at the stunned faces of dozens of species. We want to be true partners in this council. We bring unique perspectives and abilities that complement the other members. We've defended ourselves without taking a single life, demonstrating both our restraint and our skill. Is that not the very essence of what this council claims to represent? Admiral Jen deactivated the display. The Krell crews have been provided with supplies and repair assistance. Their systems will be fully operational within 3 days. Grand Arbiter of Sorrel considered silently for a long moment. Then, to everyone's shock, he began to laugh, a sound like crystal wind chimes in a storm. 20 years I've waited, he said. 20 years watching you humans bend your necks and hide your strength. I've wondered when you would finally stand tall. He raised his appendage again. I call for an immediate vote on granting full council membership to the Terran Alliance. As the voting commenced, Tom exhaled slowly. The deception was over. Humanity could finally stop pretending to be less than they were. Deathworlders who had conquered not just their lethal home planet, but the very instincts that might have made them the monsters the council feared. They had proven themselves not through conquest, but through restraint, the most human strength of all.